Hi, hello everyone. Okay, so we're doing a live case study, and this will be used cars industry. Picked out a few keywords, a few sample sites or one sample site, so you can get an idea of what goes on with real SEO. Now, one of the things I'm going to show you now, we're going to do a screen share and let you know about some of the links. Now here we go. This is one company. And they're located in Toronto up in North York. Now here's one of many links they have. So when I see links like this, it makes me think somebody, the owner, maybe they got a relative, or they hired an SEO company, because some of these SEO companies don't have properly trained people. And so you get links like this. And you have to be extremely careful about purchasing links like this, because you can get penalized for that. And so here you are spending money to try to rank for keywords. Of course, you want business. This is the whole reason why you hire somebody to do SEO. And they're adding links. That's great. You're getting these links. Sometimes you want proof of these links, which is a silly thing because you wouldn't know one way or another. But these kind of links could end up penalizing your site. So more is not always better. A lot of ways more is less, and less is more. You have to have targeted links. Be careful you have a proper anchor text assortment as well, depending on what your target market is that you're trying to capture, who you're trying to get in front of in the market and Google search. So as you can see, these links are no good, and it's a waste of time. Now, maybe an owner of the business trying to save money, he'd be better off. It's just like, do you hire a lawyer to do a legal document, or do you do it yourself? In this instance, you should hire a professional to do this, someone that has SEO experience, and you know, the owner focus on how he can generate more revenue for his business, how he can convert more of the leads that come into his business into actual bona fide sales. It's all about sales. And conversion is so very important. Customer service is another factor. So if you hire an SEO guy and nothing's converting, well, he can't do the conversion for you. He can bring the customer looking for what you have to offer, whether it's a product or a service. And it's up to you to have your system in place, a framework that converts those leads into sales. And so you need to focus, as an owner of a business, you need to focus on that aspect of it. Many owners, they hear about SEO, they read about SEO, they think they can do SEO for themselves. They try and do it. I can tell you there's companies that over the course of past 3 or 4 years that I contacted, I've given them some free advice. They've acted upon it because they want to save money and do it themselves. And 3 to 4 years later, they're out anywhere from $1 million to $2 million in net revenue, before tax, of course, but net revenue. after expenses. And that time is gone. Never going to make up for time. Time comes, time goes. Never make up for it. It's what you do today, looking towards tomorrow to get customers for your business. The more channels of sales to bring leads to your business, the better. SEO is one of the best. It's actually one of the most underutilized because most people do not understand it. And they'll try and hire an SEO guy. Guy doesn't have experience, but they want to look over the guy on a day. They want to know what the guy's doing all day. What's he doing? What am I getting for my money? So they don't understand SEO. So then they advertise. So they cut and paste. They see stuff advertised on the internet. They cut and paste. They advertise for an SEO guy. Also include run errands, pick up coffee for the boss and do stuff like that. So, as I said, you're better off outsourcing this to somebody that knows what they're doing. I do month to month. I don't do contracts because if I don't perform, there's no point in us doing any work together. Now, I'm going to show you a business, almost 4 years. They didn't have a big budget, actually a very competitive market. As you can see, ranked number one, many keywords number 1, 2, 3, 4. All these keywords are on page 1 for a highly competitive. But because of the nature of this market, plus at that time, the owner did not have the budget and another person that wants to do stuff on the cheap. And it started a business, been using an SEO guy for 2 years. Couldn't get any business. So I offered to do it at a greatly discounted rate just for referrals for new business, and started for them. I explained at that time for this particular business and the way they were set up, it takes 6 months for what I do to start kicking in. So after a couple months, they're getting some business, but not to the extent that I explained they would. And they're wondering why. And I tried to explain to them, this takes a little bit of time. Well, after the 6-month period of time, this person had to hire an extra 10 people for the new business. After 3 years, over 40 people. And subsequent to that, so 4 years later, business that was started from scratch, up to over 40 employees. Now she has sold the business, and a couple real estate guys purchased it. Well, these guys do not understand SEO, don't understand what they're paying the money for. So I'm no longer doing business for this company. Nonetheless, because of the work I did do, this rankings will continue for another 6 months at the very least, but eventually they will slowly go down in ranking. But because they have no experience of what it was like before SEO for that business to what SEO had as an effect towards that business, and the fact that they had just no experience that, so they had no understanding of what value it created for that business. It actually took that business from nothing to actually a major player in its market, and enough so that the lady could sell the business, and she's going to Poland, moving back to Poland. It's what she wanted to do. So we've taken a business like his Used Cars Toronto. Okay, so here we are. Here's a search, used car Toronto dealers. And you'll see later how this relates to things. So let's give you an idea of a regular search, Google search. You notice that I have volume search for this keyword, the cost per click for AdWords for this keyword, and the competition. So people that are doing AdWords and the competition for this, there's 48 different companies vying for this one keyword to be on the front page of Google for AdWords. And naturally, you can't fit them all there. And they're going to be rotated in and out during the course of the day for those total amount of searches. Whereas SEO puts you front and center in front of the client. It's not going to rotate you like AdWords would. Another thing is, you'll notice there's a description. There's a meta description for each one of them. None of these businesses have a phone number. So say a guy's on a mobile phone, he does a search, he decided, he just got an inheritance, he wants to buy a car. He does a search. Not one of these have their meta keywords or metadata for the description of the business where there's a phone number where a guy can phone right away. So there's a possible sale loss just like that. So these are the other things that proper SEO would be done in order to help with putting purchasers for your products or services in front of your business. Now, let's look at this here. We've got volume. Okay, so here's used monthly searches, the cost per click for AdWords. Surprisingly enough, when people do searches, they know there are people paying for ads to be placed there, and quite often they'll just bypass the ads because they want to see who's ranking on page one, and that's where most of the business goes. The AdWords traffic costs for each keyword, search volume, traffic costs, and overall predicted sales revenue on a monthly basis. So now let's say used car Toronto, page one, that's $50,000 a month in revenue. That's based on $1,500 per unit net revenue. So $50,000 in a month in additional sales that you would not have already. And used car Toronto dealers and the various ones. So let's take, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 different keywords, page one on regular Google search. Now, AdWords traffic costs for that, you'd pay Google for that, would be $20,000 a month. But you'd receive $100,000 a month in additional revenue for that. So you're going to ask, what's it going to cost me? Well, if you're getting $100,000 a month in new revenue for $20,000, what is the cost? You tell me. So that's an important factor. So $100,000 in additional revenue from a channel you do not have exercised as an option for your business. And it's $100,000 per month in net revenue before tax for $20,000. What did it cost you? So I think it's important to keep things in proper perspective. The thing about a website is that it's constantly there working for you. Hardly ever gets sick, doesn't take many days off, and it's always there front and center. So people looking for your goods and services They want what you have to offer. They are looking for these specific types of products or services. So we match you up with them. Now it's up to you to convert, and customer service. Never underestimate the ability of customer service to create also word of mouth and a lifetime value of each customer. So how you treat that customer, the product you give to them has to have value for long-term growth. So even though this may be $50,000 a month or a total of $100,000 a month, now through providing value, which means good customer service, for each one of those people you do a sale to, they talk to two other people. So now all of a sudden, this $100,000 a month over time becomes $300,000 a month. So exponentially, it has a great impact on your bottom line going forward. So that's why you should leave the SEO to a guy that can do that for you. You focus on your business. You focus on getting that customer, making them happy, and providing value, and learning to convert those leads into sales. That is the key element for you, any business owner. Now, let's take a look at another thing. So now I've compiled over, it's just a few days, I've been tracking certain keywords and how they rank for a site. Okay, so now we got something like exotic car lease here. Rank number 4, that means they're on page 1. But there's only 30 searches for that per month. And that's why the other keywords. So for these other keywords here, 1,600 people a month are looking every month for that particular keyword for a product or a service within that industry. Same with Used Cars Toronto for sale, 1,900. Now Used Cars Toronto, now let's look at this. This is where we're getting into that 50,000 a month in revenue. There's 9,900 searches every month in 12 months of the year, looking for whatever products or services come under that umbrella, Used Cars Toronto. A good SEO person will be tracking. They set up your site, and there's a lot of things they do that you do not see, will not see. And that's how I get to a situation like this, where here, now all of a sudden we have all these different keywords. And that's where good SEO will find over time. And this particular market, this person did not have the budget. There's actually very big volume keywords in that market, but they didn't have the budget for it. So we adapted in a different way to make sure that they had a decent monthly revenue coming in. So that's very, very important. So now, keywords, how long is it going to take? Ranking, following ranking, because it's all about ranking. And once you're ranking, your business will blow up, and you have to be able to convert. That's the key factor, is converting those warm leads into sales. And staying away from this link farm crap, because it's no good for your business. You want to cut corners? These are the corners you don't want to cut. You want to do sales every month. You want to rank your business, have a constant flow of warm leads that you can convert into sales. Now I'm going to provide a couple links For anyone for discovery and need more information regarding these services, do a like. I always could use and appreciate having likes. Likes are always very nice. Share as well. So I've got links placed below the video. Please like, please share. I've got for any a free consultation. Click on the link. Glad to help you. Every industry is different, so one size does not fit all. A lot of cookie cutter SEO agencies out there. A lot of them make that they're here in Toronto, they're overseas. Be careful what you deal with. Anyways, I'd like to thank you very much for your time. Any questions, please give me a call and take care. Thank you very much.